Hey everyone, Versity here. Thanks for checking out this YouTube channel.
Ooh, that's a workout. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take off my fanny
Workout.
It is a good workout.
Good workout.
That was a good workout. Oh, I'm red. I'm a tomato. All right. Huh? Oh yeah. Yes. Tomato. I look like a tomato. All right. All right, welcome inside the Virtual Media Center here at the CME Group Tour Championship. I am honored to be joined by this year's winner, Jin Young Ko. Before we get to Jin Young, if there are any questions on the Zoom, please let us know in the chat function or the raise hand function so we know to call on you when we open it up. And there are microphones in the back for the media on site here. I just want to open things up with just the emotions that you had today when you got off that green.
Well, I would say I lead it 2 shot by NASA. So if she got the birdie and I just need to 2 putt, so I didn't nervous at all. But it can't believe I'm win again for this tournament in 2 years in a row. And yeah, I was really happy.
You defend this championship. You had a remarkable greens and regulation streak. I don't think you missed a green since Thursday. I know you were battling a wrist injury as well. So what was this week like for you and how satisfying is it to come out with the win?
Yeah, well, I would say 10, 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So it was pretty, and I didn't practice at all for this week before the tee off, even Monday or Tuesday. But I still played really well this week, so I couldn't believe how to hitting so straight every shot and every putt made it, and yeah, it was cool.
There was 4 of you tied in the lead leading into today. So what did you tell yourself? What did you think about as you were going about your round today?
Well, it was a little complicated, like confusing, because a lot of good players behind us. So I had to make a lot of birdies for front nine, and I made it. So I didn't look at the scoreboard, even until number 12 or 13. But I knew Nelly and Nasa played well, so I just want to keep myself and don't want to look at scoreboard or the other players as well.
I want to also talk about Maddie, who is here this week. Explain the lucky charm.
Well, Maddie is my caddy David Brooker's middle daughter, and she went to the VOA, and then I won the tournament, and then she said, "I'm your lucky charm." And yeah, I said, "Yes, you are." And I win this week again, and then she were here, so I said to Maddie, and you're definitely my lucky charm. So I'm really happy for that.
Not only do you win the CME Group Tour Championship, you also earned the Rolex Player of the Year award. What does that mean to you?
Well, Nelly played really well. Nelly has great year, even gold medal in a major tournament, major win, and 3 more wins this year. And I feel a little sad to Nelly, but I was a little lucky than her, so I got the Play of the Year this year, and I got Play of the Year 2 years, like even 2 years ago, 2019 and this year. So it's a really great honor to get Play of the Year.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Oh, we have a mic with Doug.
Jin Young, to know what was at stake with the tournament, with Player of the Year, and the way you played today, what are you most proud of?
자랑스러운. Well, I played with great other players, Nasa and Nelly, and then they has a lot of fans out there. So I didn't nervous on the course, and I did a lot of great shots and putts as well. So it's so proud of myself. And well, I would say play of the year. It's cool. It's pretty, and 그거에 대해서 만족하냐고? Well, I would say play of the year is best, and it's really tough to get the play of the year, especially this year with Nelly. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, go for it, Greg, sorry.
After playing so well this week and not practicing much, when you are healthy, will you think about maybe not practicing as much? Or not the need to feel like you have to practice so much?
No, I will practice again. I needed practice.
You said yesterday that you knew you had to win Player of the Year, and therefore you felt no pressure. At some point during the round today, when you were leading, did you feel that pressure?
Well, I would say no, I don't had pressure on the course. I just wanted to better play than the other players. So yeah, I did it. And yeah. And also I'm happy to make like my best career scores today. 63 was 64 was my best score record, but I crushed it. And it's so happy, and because I made it 64 is 10 years ago, so it's one of the proud of me. Yeah.
Jin Young, you talked all week and really the last few months about, kind of the tough start of the year that you had, from being tired and exhausted to losing your grandmother. Does that stuff make moments like this sweeter, because of where you came from?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was really sad early of the year, and then I couldn't think I can be win again, but I did 5 times win of the year. It's first time to me, and yeah, it's more sweeter than 2019.
And then also you would talk about how your grandmother used to call you after rounds. What do you think she'd say to you if she were able to call you tonight?
I think she will be crying, I think. And I think she said, yeah, your putter was good.
Jin Young, with not being able to warm up on the range before rounds, what adjustments did you make to get loose before play each day?
I don't know. I had some few chip shot before the tee off, and then few putts, and put on the sunblock on my neck and my hand, and just talking with my manager and David. I had no idea. Just because first hole fairway is really narrow from the tee shot, so I had a lot of pressure. But I was hitting straight last 4 days, and well, It's ridiculous, I think.
All right. I know. Oh, do you have another one?
Friends or family that you talked with yesterday or today leading into the round that you leaned on?
Yeah, I was talking with my mom last night, maybe over 15 minutes, and she said, "But you had injured right now, so you're doing well right now. If you can't win again, you'll be fine, and then you have great holiday and Christmas in Korea, so you gotta be fine and just enjoy for tomorrow with Nelly and Nasa, and just keep smile," she said.
And you talked before the start of the week about how challenging it was to come back to the LPGA Tour given what happened with your family. Has it been worthwhile to return? So you mentioned at the start of the week how challenging it was to come back to the tour given you were away from your family. Has it been worthwhile to come back?
Yeah, I would say I don't want it to come back here when I met grandmother, and but I had to play in this tour because I have a lot of good sponsors, so I had to show the great performance to them, and I did it, and feels not good, but I have great team, my caddy and my manager, so they're my great motivated for this year, and I think I'm happy to be back here.
What was the pain level on the wrist today?
Well, better than yesterday. Yeah.
And then considering that you have an injured wrist, to hit 63 straight greens in regulation to end your season, how impressive is that?
Well, I would say it's just surprised. Hit, I shoot 63 today, and I did 100% green regulation last 2 days, and well, I think my irons are best. Club.
Jin Young, do you feel like your wrist injury held you back at all this season? Do you think you could have won even more?
I would say yes, a little bit. Yeah, early of the year, maybe over in May, June, July wasn't good, but especially Tokyo wasn't so bad. So I just want to go back to Tokyo right now.
I wanted to clarify one thing. This week, did you take a full swing before hitting your first tee shot?
Yes, just with my 52 wedge. Yeah.
So full swing with the
Yeah,
52 wedges,
yeah.
okay. And secondly, you spoke about kind of losing motivation after your grandmother died. When did you find motivation again, and what caused you to be motivated again?
이거 언니 얘기해줘. 그냥 할머니 돌아가시고 나서 바로 동기부여를 찾았고, 그리고 할머니가 돌아가셨고 또 하늘에서 보고 계실 거라고 생각하니까 더 열심히 해야 되겠다 싶었고,
And then the last one. Every time you mention your grandmother, you talk about how she talks about your putting. Did your grandmother ever say, "You hit the ball really good today"?
No. She knows putting is important for the golf.
All right.
Zoom. Beth Ann on Zoom has a
Oh, Beth Ann.
Hi, Jin Young. Congratulations.
Hi.
I just have two quick questions. Considering the 63 greens that you hit consecutively, is this the best ball striking of your career? This last 9 events.
I would say no. I was hitting well, but not the best.
When was the season or the stretch where you feel like you hit the ball the best?
Was in Portland and Cognizant.
So within the 9 stretch event, the last 9 events. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then my next question, you might have already answered this. I apologize. Do you remember the moment that your wrist first started hurting in May? Was it after one specific shot?
I think I did too much practice, so I got injured. So not in the tournament, just practice too much and then play too much. So I need to rest right now.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Zach.
Jin Young, you are the first Korean player to win Player of the Year twice. Of all the great players that have come out of Korea, what does that mean to have that title to yourself?
Well, I didn't know that, and I'm happy to get Player of the Year again. And it's great honor to twice get the Player of the Year, and especially we have a lot of good players from the Korea in this tour, so it's great honor. Yeah.
1.5 million is a lot of money. Do you have any plans for it yet?
Well, I will keep the money for my bank.
Christmas is coming up.
Well, just small shopping with my parents.
I like it. Savings.
Yes.
Jin Young, you mentioned that 63 was on your mind throughout the round today. At what point did it first come up and you realized, oh, I could get there today?
Well, I would say first hole I got birdie, and my putting feel was really good since yesterday. So yeah, I felt I wish I could play well, and I made it. I did it.
And would you say this stretch is the best stretch of your career compared to 2019?
Well, I would say this year is tough season more than 2019 with the COVID and without the fans somewhere. And I would say yes. And 나는 올해 초반만 해도 이렇게 내가 우승을 할 거라고 생각을 전혀 못했는데. 근데 끝나고 나니까 5번 우승했고 그냥 너무 신기한 해인 것 같다.
It's amazing how she won. I won 5 times. When I look back, right now it's the end of the season, the last tournament of the year. So she's really happy with it.
Jin Young, with such a great round, what do you think was the most important shot you hit today, and why?
It's a lot, but I will pick 3 shots. And number 1 is number 3 hole second shot with the 7 iron, and number 2, number 8 par 3. I got maybe 3 feet. Yep, with 9 iron, control 9 iron, and Number 17. Second shot with the 6 iron. I got 2 on, so 2 putts, so made birdie.
Any other questions? All right, I think I'll wrap it with this one here. You talked about it a little bit, but you have always said you aim to be the happiest golfer on the course. 5 wins this season, Rolex Player of the Year. How happy are you after this season?
정말 말로 설명하지 못할 만큼 행복하고 또 아니 언니한테 하는 거야. 그리고 그냥 아직 안 믿기는 것 같고 내년 시즌에 대해서 벌써 생각하고 싶지 않고 그냥 크리스마스를 좀 즐기고 싶다.
I want to enjoy the Christmas. I don't want to think about next year's schedule yet. But I had amazing year, a 5 times win, and I'm very happy for it.
Well, thank you, Jin Young, and congratulations.
Thank you.